Living with Tim has been tremendous on a whole number of levels. I'm so thankful for him as a husband. But one of them has been when he comes home and shares all the research that he finds, and he reads about the powerful impact of eating a plant-based diet. You know, it's just like it sinks deeper into my heart and makes me ever more convinced that I need to keep pursuing recipes that are plant-based, that taste really good, and are very colorful, that will really give the impact that we're all looking for to strengthen our immune systems, to build our bodies up and not tear them down. And I have talked to many people over the last few years who have tried this and just been so blessed. So it's been a wonderful opportunity. So Tim and I have 3 sons who are married, and now we have grandchildren 5. And it's great because now they are starting to say, Mom, try this. And then, of course, I have to tweak it because it may use an ingredient that I don't use. And so Tim and I tried 3 or 4 different variations on this, and it was fun. He took them to work and tried them out on his staff.
Everybody tried them.
Yeah, everyone tried them. Anyway, so tonight I'm going to just show you how I made it. And when I made it at home, because I made a large amount, I used a food processor. But I wanted to show you how it's possible to make it with a box grater. And I think I've used one of these here before, but have any of you seen a glove like this? Well, for anyone who's ever grated something and skinned up their knuckles,
and brightened it up a bit.
I'm just a champion at that. And so I've been so profoundly thankful for this glove because it enables me to do something like grate carrots with confidence. So here we go. Because it is fast, and you can make a variety of things with it. So it's just carrots and chopped parsley with some sauce and some green onions.
Chop the parsley, I'll grate the carrots.
You can grate the carrots. You can have it. So these are nice organic carrots that have been washed. I know.
She wears it. We'll try not to brighten it up. So I think that you can use either the curly leaf or the flat leaf parsley. I just always look for one that looks healthy and vibrant and not just, So this calls for a cup of chopped parsley. So I just basically take off my stems, and this is washed parsley, and then just using a good knife, chop it. Maybe you ought to have your glove on that hand.
Oh, all right.
I better not be too cocky or I may cut my finger.
That's right. So in your recipe it calls for 1 green onion, but as you know, it's very challenging. Sure. With recipes, because they'll say a bunch of something or one something, but you can be a huge amount of variety. You can have a nice, hefty green onion, or you can have some kind of measly ones. So, use your, and according to what you enjoy, if you like a little more oniony flavor, add a bit more onion.
So we're using something else tonight in the recipe. You see it there on your handout. It's called Benson's Table Tasty. Has anyone heard of that before? It's a salt substitute that I like a lot better than Mrs. Dash or any of the others that I've tried. Some of them make things taste nasty to me. Has anyone ever experienced that? You taste that salt substitute and you think, well, I'd rather just skip it. So we'll see how you like this. Now, Lyn was going to check the stores in this area to see if anyone carries it, and I'll bet you didn't get to it. We got it on Amazon.
I put on the recipe, I put salt substitute.
Yeah, but I really like this salt substitute, and I hope you do as well. I think I'm getting carrot everywhere. Yeah, oh well. So to make the dressing that goes on the salad, what we did is we just put the lemon and the water and the olives all in the blender. And you say, well, why don't you just use olive oil? Well, you can. You can do that. But if you use olive oil, you impair flow-mediated dilation. Has anyone heard of flow-mediated dilation? You haven't? Well, that gives me something to talk about tonight. So I'll do that when I lecture. We'll talk about flow-mediated dilation. That's a whole lecture in itself. You want to avoid losing your ability to dilate your arteries, because if you lose your ability to dilate your arteries and you have narrowed arteries already, that's when you get in trouble and you get chest pain and angina. So that's why in this cooking class you'll notice we don't use oil. Oil's not a poison, and if you're healthy and don't have any arterial disease, it's fine to use it. But if you have coronary artery disease and want to be able to dilate your arteries and make nitric oxide, you'll want to minimize your use of oil.
So I wanted to show you, these are my toasted sesame seeds, and I just put them in the oven just for a few minutes, just to slightly brown them.
This doesn't all go on here.
Well, I had more, so you can just put in whatever you like.
Oh,
so
okay.
This is lemon juice and the olives, and I took a half a cup of olives, and then, you know, they were sitting there in my half cup measuring cup, and then I filled up the cup with water. So there was some liquid to blend it, and put in the lemon juice, and then I put in 1 teaspoon of this. So this is what this is right here, called a carrot parsley salad. But I just want to encourage you that you can do a lot of things with this recipe. When I read about it, the person who developed the recipe said she really liked it on sandwiches. I thought, really? But I tried it. I made some sandwiches with it, and it was really good. So it's good on sandwiches. She said one thing that she does with it is she'll mix like an avocado, a chopped avocado with this, and then serve it over quinoa or rice. And she said that was really delicious. So yeah, I made sandwiches with it and was pretty delighted. So I think, you know, you could make it, you could use it a wrap, you could use it in a pita sandwich, together with other vegetables. You could do a lot of different things with it. And with the parsley and the carrots, it's a nutritional powerhouse.